Okay, we're doing the Fredericksburg studio. Now that we've got the layer states created, the drawing set up and ready to go, I'm actually ready to start drawing now. And I'm actually just following along. These instructions are what I'm using on Blackboard. I'm following along with this guy right here. So in the previous videos, I set up my XREF, I set my annotation scale, I set up my LT scale, I set up my layer states, and now I'm going to do this part right here. So part 2, drawing the first floor wall. So what I'm about to do is draw a 22 by 24 inch wall. I'm going to offset that in at 3.5 inches, explode both rectangles, and then use the copy command to finish the interior walls. And with the interior walls, I am actually just going to use this check print right here. So exactly the same one that you found in Blackboard. I am just going to come through here, use these outer dimensions, and I'm going to do the interior walls here. So just really basic offsets for interior walls. I'm not even going to mess with the doors or windows yet, just drawn walls. So the first step that it says to do in the instructions is to draw myself a 22 foot by 24 foot rectangle. So I need to start the rectangle command, and I'm actually going to set, at some point it says set your floor 1 walls, layer current, and then I'm just going to draw a rectangle, and I'm going to draw my first floor walls in here, and you can just kind of eyeball it here. 22 feet by 24 feet. So I've got my rectangle. I'm going to offset it 3.5 inches in, here to here. I'm going to explode those 2 rectangles so that they're individual lines instead of actual rectangles. Now I'm going to just come in here and figure out where I need to offset these walls. So looking at this, kind of go back and forth between these two. But looking at this, I'll go ahead and do this wall right here, and I know that it's 9 foot 8 inches in from over there. So I'll just come over here, offset 9 foot 8. I don't even have to type the inches. AutoCAD assumes inches. Take it from here to here, and then it's a 3.5 inch wall, so I'm going to go 3.5 inches back to the right. So I've taken care of that wall right there. I have got, let's see here, a few other walls that I need to take care of. I'm going to offset again 5 foot 8 inches from here to here, 3.5 inches. And in looking at this, so I've just offset this 5 foot 8 inches so that I've got, this is kind of the bathroom wall and the start of the stairs. I don't know how wide those stairs are looking at this picture, but if I look over here at the second floor plan, I can see that that's a 3 foot stairway. So I'm going to take that line, offset 36 inches from here to here, and then offset it 3.5 inches again from here to here. So these are my stairs. I'm going to offset 5 foot 9.5 from here to here. That defines kind of the little first bathroom area. Go ahead and offset that 3.5 inches back down. And then I'm going to take that top line and offset 8 foot 9. Top line here up. I'm going to take that back down 3.5 inches. So it looks a little confusing right now. It's kind of a big grid here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of trim out the stuff that I don't need. So in looking at what I need to figure out, this line right here, my stairs basically stop at this top offset here. So I'll go ahead and trim out my stairs up here. I will trim everything back to this wall, all of my horizontal lines. And then I've got this guy right here. I can actually go ahead and do that 5 foot offset just to get this little part of the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of those things. So I'll go ahead and offset that 5 feet from, and that was an interior dimension, so 5 foot from the inside, and then 3.5 inches down from there. I'm going to teach you one of my favorite commands. You may already know it, but fillet with a radius of 0 is a really great command. You can come in here and fillet walls. Oops. And that wall was actually supposed to be 2 feet in length. So I'm going to go ahead and offset this guy right here. Feel it? I'll do M for multiple. I'm just going to come over here and take this wall. So here's this little wall right here that's taken care of. I can trim, at the very least I can trim these lines back. I've got these little floaters here. I'll go ahead and get rid of these, get rid of those, and trim to this line. So here I've got my stairs, or at least a good start of that stairway, that long bathroom and the short bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and trim some lines out in here. You want to make sure that your walls are hollow. So you want to get rid of all of these lines. Couple more up here. And it's looking good. So I've got some basic lines started here for my stairway. What I would do is let's go ahead and just double check ourselves. So we're going to throw on some dimensions and just make sure I've got the right dimensions here. So from here to the top wall, that was supposed to be 5 foot 9.5. That's good. Now I'm going to continue. Which one is continue? There it is. Continue. I'll take it up to the top line here, 8 foot 9. That's good. I'm going to check this dimension from here to this line. Should be 5 foot 8. I'm going to check from the inside of the stairs, not including the wall. There should be a 3 foot stairway. That's good. I'm going to check the dimension from this outer wall to here. Should be 9 foot 8. Looking good. I'm going to check the dimension from this wall to here. Should be 2 feet. Last dimension to check would be from here to here. That should be 5 feet. Alright, that looks good. So I've double checked all my dimensions. Before you get too far, you definitely want to double check these dimensions. You don't want to get down the road and then discover that you're 1/8 of an inch off somewhere and have everything in your drawing off by that 1/8 of an inch. So it's looking good. I've double checked all of my dimensions. I've got a little bit more of a wall that I need to do, and it's this angled wall right here. And I do remember this somewhere has a picture just to show you what it is. So we brought this to a corner here, taking it from the top, from the very corner here. We're going to bring it up at a 45-degree line just until it touches this wall. I'm just going to draw a 45-degree line, and then I'll offset it. Since it's a 3.5 inch wall, I'll offset it 1 3/4 inch in either direction. So I will take a line from here, just bring it over at 45 degrees. It doesn't even matter how long that line is, really. I'm going to offset, because we can extend it. I'm going to offset 1.75 from here to here, from here to here. I don't even need this middle line anymore. That was just a guide. Now I'm going to go back to my fancy fillet with a radius of 0, M for multiple, and just click on these corners. It just squares them off for me perfectly. Here to here, here to here. Oops. I'll just go ahead and trim that part out. Alright, so I've got that angled wall. It looks great. I've got everything that I need right now. So I've taken care of getting all of the walls drawn. In the next video, we're going to do the doors and windows. I believe we're going to do doors and windows. Actually, it says part 2, second floor walls, so maybe we'll just do second floor walls in that next video. So that's it. I've got all the walls drawn. Stay tuned for the next video.